Mr. EA Ski, man. I've been behind a lot of stuff, you know. I was behind, Spice One. I was behind Ice Cube. Did some remixes for Daz Effect, TLC. Um, actually started off Master P when he was there in the Bay doing a new Ice Cube album, which is dope. Man, I've been producing a long time. Like I said, I started when being a teenager. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man now, but at the end of the day, man, I've been doing it, a solid like 20. But you got to count, your teenage years. It don't count until you really putting something out that's credible. And the first thing that was really out credible was the Spice One project that went platinum, which was a big project at the time. The first piece of gear that I really just stay in my head, you never forget that first piece because that's like your heart, was a 606, a Roland 606. And I had a buddy, it was a good friend of mine, that it was a broken 606 he had. And at that time, being in, high school, I had electronic class. And I was like, man, you get that to me, I'm gonna fix it and put it together. So, I was actually working on the 606. He said, man, if you fix it, it's yours. And I wind up getting it cracking. And from there, man, that's just how, that was the first piece that I had as far as just making, just having something I can make my own thing for myself instead of rapping over records and stuff like that. Technology started really changing, then the SB 1200 came. And that actually was like my thing for a while, you know what I mean? Because of the sampling and the power it had, and it just had, it was able to capture the, whatever drums you wanted, you know what I mean? You could sample drums and you didn't have to have one machine that had one sound. And the Maschine is it for me, Like I said, I'll be honest, when I saw this small little machine, I was like, are they joking? Like, I thought they was kidding, because I couldn't imagine. All the machines I've had has always been pretty large, so you always in your mind, the perception is, bigger is better, you know what I mean? Then I started playing with the sounds, and the sounds was impeccable. I was like, these are stock sounds that's in here? I couldn't believe it, you know what I mean? And from that point, touching the machine, nothing has been touched since then. Nothing. And I mean literally nothing. You know what I mean? Like nothing. And I was on the MPC faithfully. You couldn't tell me something would replace the MPC in my mind. And I got every MPC from the 60 to the 3,000 to 4,000 to 5,000. They just collecting dust now, bro. They just actually for the history now. You know what I mean? I mean, man, it's so much about the machine that I like, but one of the best features on the machine that's really incredible to me is the drag and drop. I'm able to go from working on a track and whatever I want and being able to drag and drop it directly into Logic and be moving. My workflow is just incredible. I can get like 3-4 ideas, and even if they skeleton ideas, they come out quick, because of the workflow. You know what I mean? The workflow, you can go in and out of kicks, have the drums playing and then, just browse through and not lose a beat while it's playing. Like that in itself, you know what I'm saying, is a testament of the technology that the machine brings that helps me creatively and makes me not lose, because you everything is rhythm. It's all about rhythm. You don't want to lose that rhythm. If you got to think long or do too much technical getting around and moving around, it slows the flow and the process as a producer and my ideas, because I'm thinking quick and I want to capture my thoughts. The pads, the way the pads feel, you know what I'm saying? It just feels good. So when anybody that knows anything about production, it's the way a pad feel that gives you that groove that you're trying to, you're working on that. It needs to feel a certain way. And some machines, it doesn't feel the same way. That's what the MPC was giving me. But this is actually giving me that feeling and doing more for my workflow. So it's just, I'm loving the way it feels. There's a lot more things I want to do on there that's definitely intriguing as I start getting into digging even deeper into it. I mean, almost everything, man. I mean, I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on that with the machine that's just, it's next level for me. So you see what it's going, you know what I mean? It's not even like, this ain't even for, camera. This is the truth, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's that's where I'm at with it, you know. And I'm not, knocking nothing else. I'm just saying other things are good for what they are, but when you talk about your workflow and you talk about your consistency of what you work, Machine is it for me. That's what it is.